Hello everybody, here's another project that we're going to be making tonight for my Facebook Live. And again, thank you so much for stamping with me tonight. This is a pre-recorded video just in case we get kicked off of Facebook. So this is actually a buckle card, and I am using the free level 1 designer series paper that you can get with a $60 order. And it is called the Flowering Foils Specialty Designer Series paper. So we need to get a flower out because we're going to cut, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. And then these are the other patterns in the paper pack. This is my favorite one right now. It's so pretty, and there's multiple ways to color this. That could actually be a whole class on itself. And I'll show you how to make this from start to finish, just in case you've never made a buckle card before. And if you've already pre-bought one of my kits, they were available for $15 or free with a minimum $50 order. Then you will have the kit and you can just stamp along with me. Otherwise, I'll show you how to do it from scratch. And I wanted to let you know that any orders tonight of any size will receive the Grace's Garden card making tutorial. And if you place a $50 order, I'll send you a kit in the mail to make these projects at home. And any orders over $60, you will also get a celebration item from Stampin' Up, or possibly more, depending on what you spend. And if you're ordering less than $200, please use this host code. That will help me out. And if you place your orders by Saturday at 1 o'clock, I'll throw in a package of rhinestones as well, which would be kind of fun. And of course, enter all the challenges tonight because I've got tons of door prizes I'm going to be giving away. Okay, let's get stamping. So the very first thing we need to do is cut our card base. Now, if you're new to stamping and don't have a lot of stuff and don't know how to cut a card base, Stampin' Up does sell card bases ready to go. Like this is a silver foiled edge cards, and it does come with envelopes. So don't think that you can't make cards because you don't have the supplies. Stampin' Up also has fabulous kits that come with everything cut, scored, and ready to go as well. This is another little mini note cards that we have right now, so you can just stamp your sentiment on them. And I believe you can mail these, otherwise they make really cute little gifts for people. Or just drop off notes of kindness right now. Wouldn't that be nice for friends? Another great kit is Paper Pumpkin. That's a subscription that'll come to you in the mail. It's around $30, and it has all your supplies to make projects as well. And I think I'm ready to get stamping. So the first thing we need for this card is we need a card base. And the card base is 7 3/4 by 5.5 inches. Now, I usually just cut my main card pieces in half because that's automatically 5.5 inches and gives you 2 card bases. So let's just go to 5.5 inches. I'm using the paper, Stampin' Up paper trimmer, super sharp. I don't even have to press hard. It's like cutting like butter. It's designed to cut through a few pieces of cardstock at a time. And this is normally 8.5, and you would just fold this in half to create a card base, except for the buckle card. We need to trim a little bit off. So it is going to be 7 3/4. So 5.5 inches by 7 3/4. And then we score this. Whenever you score your card bases, it's normally 4 1/4. So let's just do that as well. Okay, that makes the base of the buckle card. And then the next thing we need to do is, let's put down a piece of, this is pretty, what color is this? Petal pink cardstock, and it is 3 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then I have a piece of designer series paper, and this is, I believe, Magnolia Lane specialty designer series paper. I will put the PDF tutorials for all my projects today on the website. This is 3 inches by 5 inches. So let's just stick this down. And you know what? I need to get my bone folder out. I don't like how this crease is not folding nice for me. Okay, so we're just going to add our snail adhesive around the edges. And we'll put it down here, like so. And then I'll put on my designer series paper piece. And that goes like so. So isn't this easy? Easy, easy. And then if you don't have this punch, you could just use your paper trimmer to cut a slit. I like this one because I've cut my kind of buckle piece to be the right size. So I'm just putting this in as far as it'll go. I don't want it up too high because I got to save room for my flower. And I'm cutting through 3 pieces of cardstock. So that will go there. Now, can you see how this punched out or popped out? Because I went through 3 pieces, just pop it back in. And this is just the slider mechanism to keep it locked. If it falls out, you can put it back in. Okay, so now I have that. And then we need to create our buckle piece. So our buckle piece, we need to cut from a piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock, and it has to be 3.5 inches by 1 7/8. So let's go to 1 7/8 is just a 1/8 of an inch less than 2. So we will do that. Oh, it popped out. There we go. Okay, and then 3.5 inches is here. And then I need to score this at 1/4 of an inch. So let me see. So this is 1 inch. This is 1/2. This is 1/4. It's a new paper trimmer. I'm not 100% sure of where all my measurements are. Okay, that creates the buckle piece. Now, if you already got the kit from me, you have your buckle piece. And I went and added a bit of texture with it using the Subtles embossing folder. You don't have to add texture. You can just use it as is. So let's pull in our Big Shot machine, die cutting machine. Now, Stampin' Up! Will be getting a die cutting machine soon, I hope. But it's not available yet. I think I actually have one in my little crafty cupboard. I usually have extras of things. Okay, let's see if this will emboss properly. Oh, I think this is an old one. You know what? I have a feeling that it's just a clear plate. Any of the new embossing folders that came out this year, you need to use this blue cutting plate. The older ones from 2 years ago, you just use the clear cutting plate because they're getting it ready for the new machines. So the new machines change the thickness of these dies a little bit. Okay, so there we go. And I still have my score in here. I think it's right here. Yes, my little score line's right there. Okay, and then we will also get the inside ready. So I went and used the free celebration stamp set called Sending You Thoughts. And you can see this is a brand new one. So I'll show you how to put this together. So what we need to do is I need a great big wish for happiness. So I like to leave my sticker piece in here. And then I get the coordinating rubber stamp, peel off the backing. Okay, and all I'm doing is lining it up in my sticker sheet. I didn't even remove it. And then you pull it off and it's ready to go. Now, I might as well do happy birthday at the same time because it will also need to be used. Okay, so there's my happy birthday. And this is called Rubber Mount Stamp. The last stamp I used on my other card was actually Clear Mount. So Clear Mounts, you don't have to do anything with it. Some stampers love rubber because I can take just a regular marker and marker off parts of the words and stamp parts of the words, which is nice as well. It really takes the ink well. Okay, so like I said, free with a $60 order, this stamp set, and it's got really cute inside and outside greetings. Now I need to get my Mossy Meadow ink pad. I just popped it open. Hopefully it's juicy. This one sometimes gives me trouble. Make sure if you're buying ink pads that you buy a coordinating re-inker. Just in case it's dry, then it will give you a nice clear image. Okay, so now I'm not going to glue this down yet because I need my buckle card to fit through this slot, and I'm going to hide this in behind the white layer. So flip it over, and I'm going to add a bit of tear and tape adhesive. If you don't have tear and tape adhesive, just use your snail adhesive. It's totally fine. I just have all the adhesive, so I'm showing you what I like. It also makes it stick a bit. Now, can you see there's a bit of an overhang? Just take your finger and just curl it back, and it's good to go. Good to go. Okay, so this is going to go in here. And what I'm sort of doing is seeing where this needs to be, because it is going to, oh yeah, hold on a second. This is trickier than I thought. This is going to go here. Needs to be centered this way. This one is going to go here. So I think I'm safe to put it on like this. And I'm just lightly tucking this because once it's down, I'm not moving it. So if it's crooked, I'm in deep trouble. So you know what? That looks pretty good. Okay, I'm now good with that. I've committed it. You can always tear your cardstock layers apart, but I really don't like to do that. Who wants to do that? That is just not fun. So I hope everybody's having fun stamping with me tonight. I'm wondering what everybody's favorite beverage is of the evening. I have mint tea going right now. Safeway used to sell, well, it sold a big thing of mint tea, and I love that. Okay, look at that. So there's my buckle piece done. Now, what else do we need for this card? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. So we need to get a flower, right? We need to do some decorating for my card. So we're just going to take a pair of paper snips. If you don't have really good scissors, I highly recommend these. And I'm just going to fussy cut out a flower really fast. I have to cut it out this way first. And then I find I have better success with fussy cutting around the image. And you can see I moved the paper, not the scissors. There we go. Isn't this pretty? I love this flower. It's got silver, and I think it's copper on this one. Silver and copper. I'm not sure if you can see that. There we go. And this will be such a great card to send to somebody for their birthday right now. I've got a few friends with birthdays. So I tend to be going to online shopping right now. It's just easier to have things shipped to my house until things calm down a little bit. Okay, there we go. What do you think? Cute, hey? Now I could just add that on there and be done with it. I think it looks beautiful as is. Or if you want, take a marker and color it. Or I'm going to show you what I did with my Daubers. So my Daubers are here, and I got Petal Pink. You can tell I reuse my Daubers. I wash them after and reuse them. So there must have been a red color at one time. I just use a little bit of soap and water when I clean these. And then if I use one color a lot, I just put a little tag and then it doesn't get changed. So you can see I just picked up a little bit of ink and I'm just gently rubbing in a circular motion. Okay, let's get these little guys, these little buds. Okay, and then for my card, or my leaves, this one is Mellow Moss. Again, let's just add, oh, that was pretty dark. I want it to be a little bit softer. Okay, I think that's good. And then what's the last color? Oh, I think this was my Daffodil Delight. I wanted to give the center of my little flower a little bit of yellow. Okay, so I'll close these up. Dum, dum, dum. And then we'll just pop this flower on, and I'm using Stampin' Dimensionals. I do have some here. I just have the little ones right now, but they still work. Still work. Isn't this a cute card, you guys? I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you're having fun stamping with me. I think we'll be doing more of these. I love stamping with you guys. Okay, now on this card, we need one more thing, and that is the sentiment. So I have a piece of scrap paper here, and we're going to stamp the happy birthday that is, again, with this free celebration stamp set. And I need my Mossy Meadow ink. And then we'll punch it out. and add a little bit of ribbon behind it. There we go. And then my punch, I forget what this punch is called. It's just a nice everyday label punch. I use it quite a bit, actually. Okay, and then I wanted to add a little bit of ribbon behind it. So I have this, what is this? Parisian, Petal Pink ribbon. It's part of the Parisian suite. I forget what the Parisian suite's called. It's actually in the mini catalog. Again, the information will be on my PDF. And you can staple it, use some snail, but what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of my tear and tape adhesive over top, and then it'll just stick down. I almost said stample it, didn't I? Oh my goodness, I'm tongue-tied today. Totally tongue-tied. There. Okay, so we're almost done this card. How cute is that? And on this card, I actually used the Petal Pink rhinestones. They're on back order right now. So let's just pull out some regular ones. This is how I store all my rhinestones, because when I pull them out, they get a little sticky. There's still a few on here. So let's put that on here. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. There. Now, isn't that a beautiful card to send to a friend? Oh my goodness. So it says happy birthday, and then on the inside it says a great big wish for happiness. So like I said, any orders of $50, you will actually get this kit in the mail to you along with the 3 other projects today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.